my God, here we are again. It is, what is it? It's Tuesday. Holy shit. I'm confusing my days. This whole overnight schedule stuff really messes you up in that front. But yeah, here we are. We are ready. We are ready to rock and roll. And yeah, we're all scrambling last minute to get things ready and going and all that. But we are here. We've made it and we're excited. And we're glad to see everybody that has already commented in chat. But yeah,
Yo, what's up, Daytime Frank and Jacoby? What's going on, guys?
Daytime Frank, he lectured me about sweeteners, and I'm gonna try to take his advice for this mix, and we'll see how it goes. But what's it called? What was I gonna say? Yeah, did you guys want to jump into some what I've been mixing? You guys got anything you've been working on? I know we talked a little bit about this yesterday, but
I'll go first.
okay.
All right, I will go first. Thank you, Mitch. So actually, I haven't mixed anything in the last like 2 days, but I've been going pretty hard at like previous mixes and making a bunch of notes. So I guess that's kind of being productive. So one that I've actually really been liking, and I'm gonna probably, I don't know, if I don't get to it this week, I'll get to it on the weekend. Is it's like this toffee milkshake that I was working on. Like I've only done one attempt so far, but I really like where it's going. There's already like a couple of notes that I've made on like what I want to try to just get a little bit more toffee without just like hammering more toffee at it.
Yeah.
So that's like what I'm looking forward to doing. I also been rocking this strawberry cream cookie, and there's like after vaping like 15 mils of it, there's a couple of like really small tweaks that I want to try, but I'm really enjoying it so far. So that's basically it. Go ahead, Mitch.
So I decided I wanted to make a kind of a peaches and cream sort of thing going on. Just something simple, kind of almost like a palate cleanser. And I finally pulled it out yesterday after the show and like did kind of a knuckle test and a snip test. It's only been like 4 or 5 days since I mixed it. And you know how Clown, we would joke about never making a yogurt flavor. Well, this thing tastes exactly like Yoplait peach yogurt.
Oh, dude.
And I'm kind of like almost upset because I was not it's like that's on the knuckle test and the sniff. It's Yoplait peach yogurt all the way.
Dude.
So I'm pretty excited to see how it's gonna vape. I'm probably gonna bust that out. Maybe I'll bust that out next week for the show and do a taste on it. But that the ode to maize, things are starting to kind of mellow. I haven't been vaping it, but I've been cracking it and sniffing it and knuckle testing it every day to see how things are kind of changing through it. That, and I did mix up a different variation of the mixed berry lemonade, because the pink lemonade I use I get from Liquid Barn. Well, out of all the companies I order from for concentrates, they take the longest, and I'm out of the pink lemonade from there. So I ordered Capella pink lemonade and Flavor West natural lemonade, and also a different type of Mountain Dew. And I'm trying those three to see how things work out in it. It's close, but I think I might need to try and track down a different lemonade than the one I'm using, if I want to try using a different, like just straight lemonade versus pink, because it does almost have that kind of chemically cleanery little bit of lemon to it.
Lemon pledge.
Yeah. So those are kind of the three things that I've been playing with. I'm excited about that peach yogurt though.
Yeah, dude, that sounds good. I like peach yogurt.
I might have to bug you for a bottle of it if it comes out good. Because
that
sounds amazing.
Definitely.
I don't know if I've ever baked a yogurt.
Yeah, neither have I, to be honest. I've never really been like, oh, I need to find me a
Never
yogurt.
had galactic milk from Transistor? I thought you would have got.
No, that's one of the ones I haven't tried.
I remembered what the third one or the other one was that I had also. I decided to change up my vanilla custard recipe since I now, because I'm now using super sweet versus the liquid barn sweetener, and also I finally got the meringue in, so I'm playing with that and some stuff. So I've been kind of revisiting some of the recipes that I had already felt pretty secure with, and seeing how I can change them and make them better. And but yeah, that's what I've been mixing on.
Awesome.
What about you, Sifu?
I'm fixing to be mixing on some stuff. I was I haven't really played with any profiles as of late. Just very, very busy, but I did want to try some of other mixers stuff. So I bought the stuff for Wayne's Bomb Pops and Scrapwood's tobacco. So I got a pile of flavors that I've never tried or used before on the way. I'm excited to put something together from someone else and then branch off from there. So I guess it's been more of I haven't really mixed much, but I've been strategizing my next course. I want to try some lemons. I want to try some cherries. I want to try, different tobaccos, different bourbons, different. So I've had my eye on those BT honeycomb and BT bourbon for a minute there. So I'm happy to get those in, and a couple of lemons flavors will be in. So I'm excited to get those. And other than that, I've been. It's going to be time to separate my big bottles of the Trigibute, the Trigibute, the Yig Tribute into 30 ounce, and get
Still
that
scrambling.
I'm still scrambling. So I'm excited to get that separated and start getting some people getting that out. So that's what I've been doing. What have you been doing?
Oh, like I mentioned yesterday, I am on version 3 of the Frosted Nuts. I'm actually trying to be patient and not vape it until I feel like it's steeped properly, which is not the easiest of things. Then, like I mentioned before, I'm reworking the Blue Sid recipe, trying to improve upon that guy. And honestly, I changed up a couple of things on it, like one of the main like cream flavorings that I had in there. I switched it up, and hopefully it really makes it that much better. I've already done like a couple of like I can't wait tests. So far, I'm liking where it's going, but I want to see how it goes like fully steeped. And even just hearing you guys talking about what you're doing, I'm like over here looking at what I have, and I keep staring at this bottle of Flavora Kiwi I have up there. And I saw this pie crust thing over there, so I'm like, dude, what if I made a kiwi strawberry tart? So we are gonna probably work on that this coming week. I'm excited about that. Over here having like the brain working out. But yeah, that's me. I've been keeping it simple. Alrighty, so let's just jump into it. So we decided this week we are gonna do beverages, any kind, like, you know, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, whatever you want to do, like even if it's just like a refreshment, whatever. So like I don't know, who wants to introduce their creation first? Wanna go, Chris? You want to start us off again, or?
Yeah, I can do that. Sorry, I was just I forgot about one thing that I was putting in here. So I had to adjust my recipe here. Okay, so I found this out recently. This is like my favorite juice to drink. Pretty much, period. Like if I ever go to the grocery store and it's on sale, I buy like 2 like containers instantly. And apparently it was a huge bust in America, but it's still available in Canada. And do you guys remember the drink from the 90s, and it was called Fruitopia?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
lived off of that stuff from my dorm room vending machine.
And was that like in the 90s, like the late 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my favorite flavor is fruit integration, which is basically like a pineapple apple, but there's like a couple other things that are in it. but on the actual container, all it shows is like apples and slices of pineapple. So I decided that that's what I was going to try to make. I was going to try to make like a pineapple apple, mainly pineapple apple, and then there's a few other fruits. So I added a little bit of cranberry, a little bit of cherry, a little bit of pear. But then other than that, I have like double apple from Capella, Fuji apple from Flavor Art, funky pineapple from Mullenberry, and the other flavors that I used were the cranberry from Flavor West, cherry crush from Flavor West, and shape up pear from Mullenberry. So my hope is that I just make like a fruit punch that is heavy pineapple, heavy apple, and I can get anything close to like my favorite juice to drink. So that was my hope, and I literally called it fruit integration.
Nice.
Like I
Sounds
was
good.
not original about it at all. But that's what I'm gonna try to do today. We'll see if it works out for me or not.
Yeah, I just dropped the link for your mix on the chat. Every time you kept saying pineapple, apple, I kept waiting for the fucking pen.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Like every
Yo,
time.
what's up, Dan?
I was like, is he gonna say pen? When the fuck is he gonna say pen?
Yeah.
Pan. There you go.
Thank you.
But that Fruitopia, man, the grape one was my
Oh, the Grape Beyond.
grape beyond.
Yeah, dude, I still remember them all because literally I can still go buy them all. I actually don't know if there is the Grape Beyond anymore. And there's another one that was like an OG was Tangerine Wavelength. It is not around anymore either. But there's a bunch more now. There's like Blueberry Watermelon Wisdom. That shit's fire. There's like a Raspberry Kiwi one. It's really good. But yeah, so that's what I'm mixing. And hopefully I do it some sort of fucking justice. Whoever wants to go next, have at her.
Okay. I am doing banana butterscotch milkshake. So I'm hoping that it kind of comes out with like a milkshake that you would make with banana ice cream with that nice butterscotch mix, not like a hard candy butterscotch, but a creamy, like one you would put on ice cream. I'm going to build the middle base with the Milky O's. And thanks for CSK for the recommendation to put a little yogurt, the Flavor West yogurt. And I'm going to use the Liquid Born vanilla ice cream and a little bit of the vanilla bean ice cream TFA. I'm going to add a little sharpness with the shisha vanilla. And of course, the butterscotch ripple. I'm going to heavy hand that with some graham crack, some cheesecake graham for the skunky. And for the banana, I'm going to try for the first time the Wonder Flavors banana puree for the banana.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that that flavor.
Yeah, this one smells, it smells of feet. So I'm hoping that it's going to be good.
It smells like feet.
I'm not getting like candy or runts or anything. It smells, it's kind of flowery and perfumey and a little dank and a little skunky. So I'm hoping it's going to work out. I'm excited to try this, really, really excited. And I'm hoping to build on my past failures of trying to create a shake. And I think I have better understanding now of creams. And I'm hoping that this milky overtones is going to save the day for me here. And I'm hoping that it comes out kind of like that Freddy's shake, the butterscotch version. That's what I'm hoping for. So, Mitch.
I am doing a black and blue milkshake. My favorite milkshake from like the local burger joint is a blackberry shake, and I was kind of had that on my mind yesterday because it was so warm here. But I decided to I wanted to not just go super simple, and so I decided to go with add some other berries. I'm hoping that it's to get the blackberry. I am using Flavora boysenberry, and Blueberry Extra from TFA. And I'm hoping that those kind of drown out the other 2 berries that I'm adding to kind of accent it. I'm using Sisha Raspberry for the first time, and I'm using Strawberry Ripe to maybe mellow out. Hopefully it mellows out some of the other stuff. Sweet Cream from TFA, Liquid Barn Cream and Liquid Barn Vanilla Ice Cream, and then Marshmallow and Super Sweet. I'm hoping that hoping it works out. It sounds really good. What about you, Clown?
Alrighty. Give me a second. I'm like trying to help post your guys' mixes onto the chat. So the idea behind the beverage thing is like, I know we worked on like summertime vapes last week and we all kind of went with like a beverage, but I was like, I had seen this guy right here. I'm actually holding it in my hand. This is the Nick Rivers vanilla milkshake, and just cracking it open, I was like, I need to do something with this. So I was like, I want to make a milkshake, and in trying to work through everything, I have also been staring at this guy since I got it right here. This is the Flavora eggnog.
Yeah, I've been wanting that.
Yeah, and the smell is so on point that I'm like, I need to do something with this. I need to play with it. So what I'm doing, like, I named mine Christmas in July. So it's going to be an eggnog shake with like a caramel drizzle on top, and we'll see how this turns out. I mean, I'm excited about doing this.
So it's 3 milkshakes to 1 fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because I actually had to look up what Fruitopia was because I could not remember to save my life, and it was the blue one that I used to like drink like every day. That was my go-to.
The grape for me, the grape beyond, that shit, I couldn't get enough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a dorm staple. I'd buy a carton of the big fudge rounds, and Fruitopia, as many as I could get with my change out of the vending machine. That was a meal fit for a college king. You know?
I'll say, as far as college goes, I feel like I missed out on that portion of it because I just did satellite from home stuff. Didn't get to do the whole dorm experience.
Man, that tangerine one went good with ramen too. That was some good stuff.
Dude, honestly, they're all fire. Like, in my opinion, they're all amazing. There's not one, like, they don't have the lemonade one anymore, and that was my least favorite one. I think of the original ones, the only ones that are even left are the fruit integration and the strawberry passion awareness. I think those are the only ones that they still have from like when it originally released.
Yeah.
But there's still like 8 flavors up here probably. It's pretty popular. Like every grocery store, probably like every convenience store you go into, they'll have them.
That's weird how y'all can that it's popular there and it's stuck since that for that long, but in America it goes away.
Yeah, you
are
guys
delicious.
never wanted to keep it.
We also went through like this health trend crap of less sugar and stuff, and if that shit was packed with too much sugar, they just got rid of it.
They were pretty sweet.
Mm.
It's made with real fruit.
I'll say some hellos real quick here. What's up, Addy Tooney? How you doing, man? Thank you for joining us. Breeze Tones, my dude. I am excited to try them MTL coils, dude. Corey Jackson, how's it going, man? That guy is a trip. He's a cool dude. And then see it, Hooked on Funk. How's it going? Then we got Ohm.My.Lanta. Miss you, buddy. And like I think Chris Vandal was throwing out some dad jokes earlier. So Ohm.My.Lanta, he's on your heels, bro. He's taking your gig.
What's up, Hooked on Funk?
Hooked on Funk. Nobody talk.
Do what?
So nobody talk.
Nobody talk.
Nobody
I'm
talk.
mixing. So recently I watched Family Matters. And,
Oh yeah.
And I forgot that every time Urkel does something where he's being really sciencey, he's like, "Not while I'm pouring, not while I'm mixing." So that's all I'm thinking now. Not while I'm mixing.
Dude, I just think like anytime I think of Steve Urkel, I think of did I do that? Like when
Yeah.
he would always say that. Yeah, I'll be right back. Apparently, I forgot two things that I put on here, so I have to just quickly run and grab those. So I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're good. No, it's funny because watching through that show, I actually watched some interviews of them talking about making the show, and the first season they actually went through like 9 catchphrases trying to figure out which one would stick. So if you watch it, you actually can hear like him trying to come up with catchphrases for him.
Ooh, this is a dap bomb.
It's a what?
It's a dap bomb. I'm just kind of looking at my mix. I see a lot of black triangles in my in my ELR. Sorry in advance. That's twice I hit my elbow.
You shouldn't do that.
Well, quit doing that.
You know, I kind of played the first one off, but the second one you can't really.
I like how that's such a dad answer. Then you shouldn't be doing that.
You shouldn't be doing it. This is my elbow. Don't do that.
Hooked on Funk, we appreciate that you're here, my brother.
Yeah, man. I had a friend that I grew up with. His dad was he was like the supreme, but he only had the one dad joke. So whatever it was, whatever you said, he would say, "I would blank you." So if you say, "Hey Dad, can you pass me the bread?" He goes, "I'm a bread you, boy." It was Hey Dad, can we go to the store? I'm gonna store you every time. But then he would get up and we would go to the store and he would pass the bread. You know,
For me, it's that when they're like, "I'm tired," I'm like, "Hi, tired."
Yeah.
That's my go-to.
For sure.
We're training Mitch here because yours is still young. You haven't gotten to all the weird, random, stupid complaints they have for no reason.
And then when they get older, they're gonna be like, "You know what, Dad, you say all the time," and I'm like, "What do I say all the time?" And they're gonna tell you, and then we laugh about it. It's fun. All right. Ooh.
Awesome, Addy Tooney. Thank you so much for helping us out with links and such things. What's up, Sean Typhon?
Okie dokie, Smokey. I think I have a better first pass than I did last week.
No agave. Oh, sorry, dude. That's gonna be your new hashtag. Sifu hashtag no agave.
Oh, agave.
I don't know. I do smell that vanilla milkshake flavoring in there, but we're gonna.
That shisha is a little. That shisha is a little spicy though.
Yeah. Is it gonna be
Oh
cinnamon?
no.
No, just spicy. It's a. I hope I'm not a pepper taster for that. I don't know, but it is good.
Yeah, that tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
Man, Addy Tooney holds it down for everybody, man. He jumps on shows and drops them links left and right, man.
Oh, Addy's the YouTube MVP.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
What is that? The eighth man or whatever they call that shit.
6 man.
There you go. I was trying to remember the basketball.
It depends what sport
Yeah,
you're watching.
pretty much. Depends which sport you're watching, because I know basketball they use it more than anybody else. But I was trying to remember. Wait,
Yeah, they actually hand out a 6-man award.
Did they?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's like 6 man of the year, so it's like the best guy that's not a starter in the league.
Okay, so I'm going in.
Oh yeah, I'm already on the vaping portion over here.
You guys are really quick. I know that I had to run downstairs and stuff.
That's gonna need some steep time.
Oh, dude, all of your guys will.
Yeah, all
For
that
sure.
cream, all of that cream. Like I know Mitch's is gonna straight up taste like berries right now. Because even earlier, what was my comment? All of the berries.
All the berries. I am glad that just off the knuckle test, I am glad that I lowered the Sisha by a little bit, and I did lower the ripe strawberry a little bit too.
Yeah, dude, I think that raspberry shisha would be like great for making like a raspberry gummy candy or something like that. Because to me, it tastes just like this like Canadian candy we have called Swedish berries that are like raspberry flavored. They're just like Swedish fish, but they're raspberry instead of strawberry.
Yeah.
Dude,
We
what
talked about this a couple weeks ago.
This the banana puree I am thoroughly impressed with. It tastes like banana chips. You know, that kind of sweet but not over sweet. It's just straight banana that's dehydrated. But
I used that actually in my very first mix on here for that banana bread pudding. That was like I used banana bread from TFA and also that banana puree.
Dude, that milkshake is
good.
amazing. That
and
vanilla
who makes
milkshake,
that concentrate?
Nick River. It's like one of their own house brand ones. It's fucking good, dude. Like that's all I'm tasting, which is like not a bad thing, but still. Hooked on Funk, you're hilarious, dude.
I did decide to mix this one up in a 60, but do 30. That way, if I like it, I'm just gonna add double the recipe.
We need
Well,
to
if
get
you like it,
30s,
you'll just
bro.
finish it quick and then just do a whole few recipes.
I'm getting a lot of understeeped notes,
Mm-hmm.
especially the ripple. The ripple needs time.
Needs time.
How much?
I think-
Okay, have you ever single flavored that concentrate?
It takes forever.
Okay, but like, how much of it is ice cream? Like when it's steeped out, is it like ice cream with butterscotch?
No,
Or
all
does
you
it still
get,
get heavy?
all you get is like a thin. I just overdripped this thing. Okay. Butterscotch ripple. When you smell it, that's what you taste. It's like kind of piquant, like it's almost nutty. It's weird. It's not particularly pleasant.
Does it have like the butteriness of pecans?
Yes, like it's almost like a butter pecan,
Okay.
almost flavor. Like in what's that ice cream? Butter pecan ice cream. You know that type of flavor.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't get no cream, no nothing. It's just that kind of rich, nutty flavor with unsteeped ripple. So I'm getting a lot of that, and so I know that the balance is right because I'm not getting all of that, because it's not a particularly pleasant. The liquid born ice cream is just awesome.
Yeah, that's one of their. I think that's one of their best.
Addy Tooney's saying that
this tastes like a shake. This is gonna. It's actually more milky than it is ice creamy, which is great.
Yeah. Addy Tooney says that the Wonder Flavors butterscotch cream pie is fantastic.
Butterscotch cream pie. Writing down.
You gotta have like a notepad on hand at all times.
I do. I have a sticky pad.
The sticky
Couldn't
pad.
find it.
I left mine sitting over there, but I normally do have one for when we have the show. And then if I forget it, like I did last week too, I'll rewatch the show and sit there with my notepad.
Oh, that's what I had to do a while back.
That's what I did too, because I couldn't remember what we talked about for the frosted nuts. I was like, what flavor did the guy suggest? And I was like, oh, okay. Now watching
have you
through
guys
it.
used the shisha vanilla?
No, I have
Anything?
not used any shisha ever. I need to at some point.
Mitch, you're a custard guy. Have you used it? I mean, Chris.
The Sisha raspberry is the first Sisha I've used.
Okay. How about you, Chris? Have you used the shisha vanilla?
No.
It smells like straight up vanilla extract.
I was gonna ask you what you thought of
Exactly
it because
like vanilla extract, and it's sharp like vanilla extract. I like it. It's
That sounds
it's
good.
very natural. Yeah. So you're not getting like a secondary vanilla from like a custard or from a vanilla ice cream. You are getting vanilla. So this is good.
I think this is like the second or third week in a row where I've got an announcement that Stan's going live right in the middle of our show. How about he
Yeah,
help
no.
out some fellow stooges? Back off, Stan. Back off.
What's Stan?
That's
Is he
whatever.
announcing the heavy hitter tonight?
No, he's doing the Aromomizer Plus too. You got it, so it's all good. You're
Yeah,
already
that could
reviewing
wait.
it.
The
You're already
Aromomizer
reviewing
Plus
it.
could
Stan,
wait.
I already have it. Look, it's right here. Look, I didn't set anything up tonight to taste anything. So this thing has the ability to just take the glass off, burn off the flavor, and now you can just drip on it. So
Don't
Done.
bother with the
See who
tank.
did it for him.
yeah, done. That's all you need to say.
Chris is like concentrating over there.
Dude, okay,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is it's because there's a couple things going through my brain. So one is like I'm trying to convince myself it doesn't taste good, even though I think that it does taste good. I'm also trying to decide if there's too much cranberry at 0.5%.
Which cranberry did you use?
Taste it. Cranberry Flavor West.
Mm.
Because I only had Capella and I had Flavor West cranberry. And so many, like, there's a ton of notes on like the Flavor Apprentice, but not many on those.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that it's bad. It's just this leads me to my second thing. Probably shouldn't have used the profile because I never use it.
Yeah, and that thing's it's a
And
flavor
it's
pumper.
I don't know what it's doing. You know what I mean? I don't like is that weird to say? Like I have it at 65 watts, and I mean the airflow's cut 1/3 down.
Yeah, because I mean on ELR the one that I can find for Cranberry Flavor West, the median on that was like 3.7, which holy shit.
Yeah, which that would be really high.
The average mixing quality is 4 that I'm picking up on ELR for the Flavor West Cranberry.
Really?
I
don't know what I'm looking
I
at
was
then.
reading that and I was like, okay, well, I'm not using it because I don't really want it to be. I just wanted it to fill out
Mm-hmm.
because
It's more
apple
of an
and
accent.
cranberry, yeah. And like I said, I also put in some cherry for that same purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually like that cherry, like the cherry crush. Like at a lower percent, I actually do think that it tastes pretty good.
Okay, so I got a note right here.
I think it's the profile that's the thing that's really throwing me off.
Okay, so Chris, it's saying that it's a little rough around the edges. Is that what you're picking up maybe? That it's a little harsh? A little throat hitty?
You might have to give it
No,
a
it's
couple of
just, like,
days
it
for
kinda
it to
tastes it.
tone down.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a marshmallow, a little dab of marshmallow would knock that down a little.
I'm pretty sure that I'm just gonna end up dripping over something else because,
You might have to.
dude, just the profile is tripping me out, man. Like,
It's the profile is a good RDA in the sense of it brings out flavor notes that you wouldn't think of, but then it brings out flavor notes that you wouldn't think of. I remember
Actually, that's an interesting point because Corey Jackson, he sent me a tester Citadel, and I don't particularly like those small type of atomizers, but it really does highlight notes that you don't taste. It is it vapes very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to get some. You have to kind of embrace that kind of thing because that's not my life. I like I want necks and clouds and stuff. So it's a different type of setup, a different type of wattage, a different type of cotton setup, and
Even the coils have to be a particular type.
yeah. And once I got that fixed and sorted, I was getting a lot of flavors. Now it's still cool vape, and I can't wrap my head around a cold vape.
What are you running on it?
What, on the Citadel? It's still cold.
Yeah, it's cold. Like, I was
What
running
you-
about 40 watts, like 0.26 ish, 40 ish, 30 to
You
40
could
ish.
bump that up to like
Oh,
50.
dude, you could hit that at like 65 watts. I
Mhm.
use like a Hadley and a Citadel with like a 0.2, 0.25 at like 65 watts.
So you guys use
That's
those?
what I have. That's
'Cause
my
I mean,
Citadel.
Because I'm used to not as the airflow is so small compared to my reload.
They can handle it, dude. They can handle
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Most
Just
like
my previous experience, because I've had a Haiku, I had a B2B and or a B2K, sorry, a B2K, and I once it started getting to an upper wattages, it would just vape rockets, scald my lip and kind of stuff. I've been leery to go up to it, but
I can hear you. I mean, yeah. I mean, single coil little 22 millimeter atomizers. It is a lifestyle at that point. But I mean, I rock most of mine at a 0.3 at a like 50, 55 watts, and I'm pretty
Okay.
happy.
well,
Or
it's
they
it's
go on
wonderful.
mech squonkers.
I'm really, really thankful for him sending it because it's kind of opened up some different notes. I've never really tried a mesh RDA, so but that just sparked in my mind, that tasting different stuff, through an atomizer. I think that's something that I need to get a hold of because we were talking about that earlier. Okay, that I put my Peach Among Worlds in a tank. It's just not right to me. It tastes good, but it's just not right. And I think I'll probably get more rounded mixes testing and on something like that.
Yeah, I mean that's something I've always been told is that I need to test more often on different style setups, but it's just I'm an RDA guy, man. It's just sadly the truth of it.
I like
there was something
RTAs a
that I
lot
was
too.
saying that yesterday playing the show that you mix for the way that you like to vape. I think Mitch, you were saying that. It's just I'm mixing for me now. So I think whenever you start getting to a point where you want to start maybe selling and moving your product and advertising, it's kind of hard.
Do a few tweaks that it's overall better.
Whoa. I lost the stream. Sorry,
I
guys.
like vaping on a
there
mech
we go.
mod.
Mhm.
Like dual coil on a mech mod, rowdy builds, like not crazy rowdy, like safe-ish builds. And if I don't, I'm gonna be running at like 130 watts on like a mod, right? So that's what I like. Now, do I switch it up every now and then? Yeah, like this rye, I have it at 80 watts. It's warm enough for me. There's like a 0.15 set of breeze tones coils in here. It's like 28s, 2.5 millimeter. They work great in here. Like I've been using this like all week and last week
What's
with the
that?
RPA in it. It's like the smoke alike.
Oh, okay.
It has like the RPM RBA in it, and I have like a little tiny mouth to lung alien in there, and I'm running it at 20 watts. And I can get down with all these different things, but I don't ever test the liquid in something like that. I don't ever test the liquid in like a gear RTA at 55 or 60 watts. I'm always just like, yeah, dual coil mech mod, let's go. And I don't know if that's necessarily smart.
I don't even know if I would know how to adjust for different devices.
Yeah.
I
And,
mean,
I mean,
my
it's more
perception
trying to
is good.
see. I think it's more trying to see if it works in different devices. Because I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah, like if it's gonna give you close to what you want, right? Like it might not be exactly the way you want, but if it's like not
yeah.
going from like something that's very enjoyable to something that you're like, oh my god, now all I taste is the fucking cranberry,
Yeah,
and I don't want to taste the cranberry. I want that in the
yeah.
back.
The peach among worlds, the peach fades out in the tank. All you get is the cookie, the oatmeal cookie with a little bit of, you can tell that there's a fruit backing, so the peach kind of goes away. But in an RDA, it's like, it's everything. You know,
Yeah. Because, I mean, unless you're trying to do a mouth to lung, that one just turns into you change your VG PG ratios, and that's how you convert your recipe
well,
into
I mean, look, I mean,
mouth to lung
everybody's
one.
been happy with, I mean, I've made 50/50, 14 milligram. I've made, max VG, 0 milligram, 1 milligram, and everyone's been happy with the stuff. So, I mean,
That's the thing. Like, okay, so I have some recipes that I've like established as like I like them, and I remember, having conversations in the past with some people, and they chose to up the flavor quite a bit when they went to 50/50, like for high milligram. And I was the whole time that the conversation was going on in my brain, I'm like, I don't know why you need to do that, but
no,
I was only
it's the
going off my
opposite.
personal experience
Right, it said
because
the opposite. If you go more VG, you should want to up the percentage. You know what I mean? Because the VG is going to mute flavors.
I mean, I think so, maybe, but like, okay, so for example, right, when I make vanilla custard, I run it like max VG. It's like 84/16 is about what it is. If I make it in a 50/50, I put the exact same flavorings as if I was going to make a 30 ml bottle of like max VG. I'll just put the same amount of flavorings in that, and then I just make it 50/50. When I use it in a mouth to lung device, it tastes good. I don't think that it tastes slightly different because I feel that it's like you don't have to wait as long for it to really cream out.
Oh, okay.
So like my vanilla custard, like it doesn't really, in my opinion, it doesn't get really good until it's like 4 to 6 weeks, something like that.
I really
And
like
that's
that
when it
term.
starts to be.
I think we need a hashtag cream out. I like that. I'm going to use that. It hasn't.
But
It hasn't
there's
creamed
truth to
out
it.
yet. I like that's very elegant. I love that. Hashtag cream.
So I know that it's gonna change, but I really did like that. I know that it's gonna get better with steeping because those creams are gonna mellow out, and so will the berries a little bit. But I'm really happy with that. So that's why I was so quiet. I was finishing the rest of that 60. I was just mixing it up. Fucking send it.
Just
Send it.
do
Full
it.
send.
Just do it.
Oh, look, I think this is a good one too. I'm like this is the first successful attempt I've had at some type of milky based liquid. Like I said, I failed so miserably with the Dragon Shake. I still don't think that this. I think I'm knocking on the door of that cream base that Eric has, but this is. I think we're heading in that direction.
Knocking on heaven's door.
Knocking on Eric's door.
There it is.
Okay, now that I've tried this in a different Addy, and although I just basically like I tried to dry them out as much as I could and then just dripped over it. I've like dripped like 4 times now. There's not as much cranberry. I still tasted a bit, which is fine. I get a lot of apple and pineapple, and I'm actually fucking really liking it.
Nice.
Like at this very moment, it tastes pretty good. I don't know if it tastes just like the drink, but it tastes pretty good.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that eggnog note that I wanted in this.
Are you getting it? Are you getting more egg or more nog?
Eggnog, like that full eggnog taste.
You're getting the whole
It's very
thing.
noggy.
Yeah.
It's very noggy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that
it's like
nog-
Homer Simpson goes, no egg, no nog, no nog at all. I made super lucid. That's awesome.
But you know what I'm getting at. I mean, are you getting more of the dairy portion or more of the
Yeah,
butter?
it's got that creaminess. It has like that like you know when like it sits on your tongue like that when you drink like eggnog, and it sits on your tongue for a little bit.
Hmm.
It stays on the palate. Mm.
I tell
So
you,
excited.
this something in here has a little bit of a chocolate type of overtone.
I just want to congratulate all of us because I don't think any of us got Zend on this recipe. So
Watch,
that's
we're
a
all gonna
first.
get hit
Okay,
right now.
that's a
Just
first.
because you said
No,
something.
listen. I think that he must be on vacation because when I was trying to find Flavor West from Cranberry, or Cranberry from Flavor West, I came across this recipe that had just cranberry in it. It said cranberry, no company, nothing, and it was from Monday, so yesterday.
Dude, you know how many
And there was no notes.
how many mistype things there are on ELR? It's not even funny. And the fact that he
Well, dude, I think
flags
that
us
he's
for
just
that
like
is
looking for
ridiculous.
us now. Like,
Yeah, he's like he knows
Yeah.
we're fucking with him at some point. These guys
if
have
you're
a
out there,
mixing
Zen,
show.
and
We're
you
coming
ever
after
watch
him.
the show, I respect what you do, but you're a little too aggressive.
I love that he commented on Clown's recipe and said, "It doesn't matter if you delete the comments; it's still wrong."
Yeah, and I deleted the comment yet again. We're starting beef with some guy we don't even know.
Open the door. Yeah. Okay, so banana cream donut. Buddy Blindy, what banana are you using in your banana cream donut?
It sounds interesting, even though at the same time, I probably wouldn't vape it.
I know, but I'm just interested in the bananas.
I know, and that's where I like.
100%.
That's where I'm out. Is banana. I heard banana. I'm out.
Oh, I wanted to do the banana root beer, but then I figured, well, let's try something different. Let's go with straight milkshake, and then
Yeah.
we ended up having 3 milkshakes. You know.
What's funny is like last night I sat down and I had like all my flavors and stuff in front of me, and I had my tablet, and I'm thinking about I'm setting different stuff out that I haven't really worked with yet, because that's kind of what I've been focusing on, is in at least like most of my recipes recently, I've been trying to use stuff that I'm not super comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had pulled out the butterscotch ripple because that just came in, and the only thing I've used it in so far was the Ode to Maize. And then I saw Sifu's recipe and I was like, oh, nope, never mind. Not going to do a milkshake with butterscotch. I'm like, oh, looks like we're going berries because I got that new Sisha.
Well, I'll tell you what though, I ordered the liquid board CNT off of your recommendation, and it is
fantastic.
It's good. Now it came in a little pinkish, but there's no odor.
Yeah.
And it's
What is that?
Nicotine.
That's the liquid nicotine. Liquid Bond. The CNT nicotine from Liquid Bond. Like it came in like the river was absolutely clearless, but this one has that pinkish tint that I'm more familiar with.
Yeah, and see
honestly,
Nick River one turns pink eventually.
I think this works better in my mixes because it does have a little more bite. I think the river was just too smooth.
Really? It's funny because I always get the complaint whenever anybody gets any of my liquids, like, it's good, but the nicotine is way too harsh. I'm like, okay, I don't think so.
You use CNT?
No, I use the Nick River one.
Well, maybe well, look, I tested it. It was so smooth and clearless that I was like, did they just not put nicotine in?
They just send you a bottle of VG.
Send me a bottle of VG. You know, I tested it and it was like 100.3. I mean, it was spot on. You know, it was spot on. So I don't know.
The aftertaste off of this milkshake is fantastic. It just leaves like a creamy berry kind of lingering taste. It's fantastic.
It's like funny because you sent me that package and I was like, man, if I would have waited a couple more days before asking them, I could have gotten that yogurt and that shake in there. Just be like, throw those in there.
Next time.
Well, we'll get something set up.
Oh yeah.
I'm digging
Oh, yeah.
my mix, man. much
Right, so
more
he's
than
using
last
the
week's.
Mullenberry soft banana. Mullenberry soft banana.
I actually like the TFA banana cream.
Yeah, I have that one.
Yeah,
It's really good.
like it's not really heavy banana or anything
Oh.
like that, but I like the
Banana-ish.
flavor.
Right.
Yeah,
In
it's
that
a nice cream to it.
in that Hobbs All Day Vape Unicorn vape, the one that uses the premium, the FA premium, he recommends the banana cream, and I had done a mix of that, and it was just great. I mean, you don't get banana, but it's got a banana overtone, and it's really nice. It's much fun. The Romomizer is still good, Stan. It's still good.
He's gonna zen you for that watch.
Dude, as if it asked for permissions to put that emojis stuff.
It's because of the eggplant.
Poodle puff, eggplant, banana carrot. Poodle puff.
Dog farts. That's the first part. Is dog farts.
Yeah, that does look like dog fart.
That is. Wait, who got a cease and desist?
What did Toonie get a cease and desist for?
What you did? Oh, flavor ban in the Netherlands.
Okay.
To me, Chris Vandal, Cuomo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In one of
So
the
what?
groups on Facebook, I saw somebody made like a 3D image of Cuomo where his head really is a dick.
Yeah, that
Oh,
is so. It's one of those I
That's
can't
so great.
unsee it.
I was like,
I'm
oh,
yeah.
So
That's gonna be
funny.
with me all day.
I have a huge threshold, but that one was a step too far for me. I was like, no, I can't
It was
unsee
so
it.
lifelike.
And then I like showed it to my wife, and she's like, "Why would you do that to me?"
I mean, they picked the purple-headed warrior for that one, man. I was like, oh. That was a little much.
This bottle's gonna be gone.
I'm
Yeah.
retrying the profile now.
This bottle might not even make it all the way through. It's steep. It's gonna be gone.
Yeah. Don't you just love those mixes where they don't even make it through the steam?
So we're all successful this weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say that mine's a success. I think I might try mixing it without the cranberry,
Well,
just to see what it is actually doing. Because
I
I'm
had
not
to remix
100%
last
sure.
week for success. But
Yeah.
like,
Last week's, I'm gonna
thought
have
about-
to play with it a little bit more.
Yeah,
'cause
my
that
wife was
bourbon.
like, she tasted the coconut lime and she was like, I want this next. So as soon as she's finished with her mango, she's going the coconut lime.
So I've thought about trying to track down some cranberry stuff because there's a seasonal flavor from Liquid Barn that is one of my like all-time favorites, and they only do it in the fall, and it's a cranberry cobbler, and it sells out in like a week, and this is all I have left out of the 260 mils of it that I bought last November.
They were giving that away
It's
for free
so
with an
good.
order, right?
They would give you a little like 10 mil of it, and it's so good. But I've thought about trying to
I
recreate
feel that
something
Liquid
similar to
Barn's
that.
flavors are underrated.
Some of them.
I mean, I tried their citrus cooler. I didn't like it.
The Pacific Cooler one,
Yeah, Pacific cooler, yeah.
that's an awesome menthol. That's really
that's
good.
Seafood didn't like it. He don't menthol.
Yeah, I
He
wasn't a
don't
big
cinnamon,
fan of
he
it.
don't menthol.
So with that Pacific Cooler, it definitely it takes about a week of steep, and then it seems like when you vape it, you're like, there's something missing, and it was the menthol, and it's a really good fruity menthol, but that's about all I've never really done anything with it besides that. The vanilla ice cream from there is super good. That cranberry cobbler, I do like their blue raz with like 1% sour added to it. It's a really good blue raspberry. Their pink lemonade so far that's the best pink lemonade I've found.
Well, I'm gonna have some new stuff coming in, so I do have that sour raz coming in for the bomb pops.
Oh,
so I'm
yeah,
hoping,
yeah.
so I'm
That
hoping
flavor's legit.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's gonna be good. And then I went, like you said, full send it. I went ahead and I got 30s of all of those flavorings because I feel like they're gonna be kind of staples, you know.
That sour blue raz candy or whatever it's called, dude, if you don't like that flavoring, I'll be shocked. It's like the most legit blue raspberry, like candy-ish thing. I've got like 7 blue raspberries. It is the only one that I'll probably ever use again. Like anytime I need anything, it's happening.
Today, so I'm excited to get back and you got me really fired up for the bomb pops. You know.
Okay. So I didn't have Anywhere cherry. I used the cherry crush and substitute to try that because I was like, I have everything to try that, and I'm really looking for a bomb pop because I used to love Lost Art Slaughter Pop, which is a bomb pop, and I ended up buying some, and I've just been vaping like the mixes of that because I mixed up 260s. I mixed up a 30, and I was like, this is amazing. So then I made 260s of it, and I've got 3 bottles of the Slaughter Pop in, and I haven't even touched them. I've just been vaping like Wayne's recipe.
One you might like of Wayne's, Chris, is the Misty. His Misty it reminds me of the blue juice that would come in the little jug with the tinfoil top that they used to have in like the produce section. The blue one of those, that blue juice, that Misty tastes exactly like it. It's so good. I was kind of surprised when I was pulling out my flavors for this recipe. I thought you were going to say something about the flavors and sending it because when I ordered last week from Flavor Jungle, they didn't have super sweet in a 30 mil. They didn't have sweet cream in the 30 mil. And I was like, screw it. I'll pay the $9. And I just got 120s. I was like, I'll use it eventually. It'll all get used. But that super sweet 120 is going to last a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I buy super sweet 120s.
See, and I think I might transfer because these caps they leak
do
through like the threading. I almost want to go plumber and throw some T-tape on the threads and then cinch it down on there.
So I put all of my concentrates, my one shot big ones in these guys.
Yeah.
And I know exactly what you're talking about. I love the way that these drip out. You know, they drip perfect drops, you know, and then they also squirt real hard, but they always leak. They always get a little liquid on the tops right here in the threads.
See, now I wonder if you
idea.
like a full if you had everything together and it was like a 70-30 or like a 80-20 or whatever, if you'd have that same problem. Like I wonder if it's just like because that's all PG, right?
All PG.
Yeah,
Because
it's so thin. I wonder if it wouldn't leak as bad.
The VG one, you know, this one, it only comes out the tip, and then whenever you stop, it goes, whoop, it sucks right back in. It doesn't leak.
Yeah, so it just must be like the actual viscosity of
Yeah.
the PG is just too thin for that.
Yeah. You know, honestly, chubbies are good for the PG, for the concentrates. I find they're fine. They don't volcano. You know?
Yeah, it's just hard with when you put VG in them. Like I remember I used to get 100% VG nicotine, and I ended up stop using it because I would have to take it out of the freezer and then leave it on the counter for like 2 hours before I could even get any of it out. So now I just use PG nicotine, and I'm not as concerned about trying to make everything max PG. I just like most of the time I'll just make stuff to like 70-30 nowadays. And I can just do it right away. Like by the time I walk from the freezer to like where I mix, and I just sit down and I've like, you know, just get a bit of stuff organized, I can start and it comes right out of the bottle super easy. I'm not like sitting there going like, or like warming it up in my hands trying to get it to come out of the chubby gorilla.
Yep. So I was putting my concentrates in the LDPD. I just put it on my keyboard, and but you know, I was having some issue. I didn't want to store long term in these guys in the LDPE. You know,
It ages it a lot faster.
it ages a little faster, and that's exactly right. And I didn't want to do that, but I don't want to commit to 100. I don't want to commit to a case of the PE versions of these. You know what I mean? It's $50 for. But
I mean, that's not really that much money though.
I know, and I know they would get used, but you know, $50.
Alrighty. Well, we're past the hour here. You guys want to do your goodbyes and your self promos and all that kind of thingamabob?
Oh, Chris Vandal, you definitely have to shake it like a Q80.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And
If you watch any mixing show, everybody starts doing this. You know that mix is ready to go.
dude, I used to love it from like Fresh from the Kitchen when TVC used to be on it, because like they would always be like going like that and just like going like super erotic about it. Kind of miss those days. Not that I don't like still like what Fresh is doing, because I do. He's like amazing, but I just miss like him and Brian had this like really good like vibe between the two of them.
I'm gonna
Fresh
watch them
dances
stare
and all
into the
sorts of
camera.
things.
Just,
Between the two of them.
I'm gonna
Fresh
watch them
dances
stare
and all
into the
sorts of
camera.
things.
Just,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, never break eye contact, Sifu. It's like you're looking into my soul.
Okay, well, I'll go first then,
All right.
just to get this rolling. Okay, so thanks everybody for coming out. If you want to try mixing any of ours, I guess tonight would be the night that you could just pick whatever one you think sounds the best to you, because everyone seems to think that they're on the right track at the very least. So we'll see you guys next Tuesday night at the same time, right here. You guys should totally subscribe to here if you're not already subscribed to here. I'll just say that for Clown. You can say it as well after. But also on
Always
that
forget.
note, I want to congratulate Clown on hitting 700 subscribers. That's
Yeah.
happened since
Yeah.
last Tuesday. So well done, sir. A lot of hard work for that. And hopefully we can continue to help you grow. And well, I mean, you do a ton of videos anyways that are great that we have nothing to do with. So kudos.
Hey, you
to
guys
that.
have been a great help. I think since we
okay,
started
so
this show, we went
this
up from 660 or 665 since we started doing the show up to like 702. I think the last time I checked.
Oh, that's sweet then. That means that like it's like been what, like 8-9 a week. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's actually that's great. Okay, so now that I've congratulated Clown on that, I'm gonna say you can check me out on Frames Janklin Vapor's channel Friday nights, 8:00 Eastern time. That's 6:00 Mountain time for everybody out there that's in Mountain time. For the Green Room, you can also check us out on SoundCloud and pretty much anywhere else you can get your podcasts for the Shed Time podcast. We do have like a really big giveaway going on through SoundCloud. So if you want to go subscribe to us or follow us on SoundCloud, you can get yourself in on that giveaway. There's like tons of great stuff. There's tons of vape stuff. There's tons of cannabis stuff that's like all part of this big giveaway. So you guys should go check it out. Other than that, everybody stay safe. And like I said before, we'll see you guys next week. I'm going to pick Sifu. Go ahead.
yes, I want to just reiterate everything that Chris said. This has been great, and thanks, Clowny, for giving us a platform. It's been awesome. And you can find me on the usual channels: email, blah blah blah, Instagram, Twitter, Facebooks, Discords, and that's it. Yeah. Sorry, I kind of almost choked a little bit. Hold on.
He's getting
Okay,
emotional, guys.
I just remember also I'm still carrying the Duchess Flan Cheesecake for Duchess Coil. He's been a great advocate for us. He's been shouting us out and promoting us. So if you want to promote him back, please get with me and order the Duchess Flan Cheesecake. After a fully steeped version of it, it has a very awesome like Frankenberry type of quality cheesecake. It's unique and different. It fits in with my quirky line, and real excited for him and to do that for him. So hit me up if you want some of that. And let me give it to Mitch.
So it's funny you brought up Duchess, because I shipped a package out to him when I sent Clowns out, and I accidentally sent Duchess the wrong picture of the tracking, and he was like, "Dude, I don't live in Texas." And I was like, "Oh crap, did I send the wrong pack?" And then I was like, "Oh no, just send him the wrong picture." I had like only a mild heart attack thinking I sent both packages to Jay. But yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the usuals, and ELR. So that's about it, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Take it away, Clown.
Alrighty. Yeah, I mean, seriously, guys, thank you for giving me your time, because I know this is sort of time consuming, because overall I think it's like around a 2-hour commitment. But with that being said, thank you everybody for joining us, for coming, hanging out, and all that. Honestly, this has been a blast. This is a project I've been wanting to take on for like over a year and a half now, and I'm glad we're finally here and doing it. I just didn't have the right panel members, or I didn't know who to approach about this, and eventually I just found my team. And but yeah, as Sifu was saying, do go check out Duchess. He actually does coils as well. That's like his main gig when it comes to the vapey world. To go check him out on Instagram and pick up some of his coils. From what I hear, they're pretty fresh. I haven't had the pleasure of trying them yet, but I've been doing my own thing. And shameless segue. If you guys want any coils or juice that I make, hit me up on kvtvshop.com. Orders over $50, free shipping. And what else? Patreon, if you guys want to help the growth of the channel, go hit me up on there. Every last bit is appreciated. And lastly, if you guys want a Mixing It Up shirt, there is a Teespring link down below. You guys can help rep the show and all that kind of thing. And other than that, thank you. So yeah, we're good. Oh yeah, Vaping with the Ohmies on Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, over on the Vaping with the Ohmies channel. Yeah, and there's the Sifu spin, which that means we're done. Catch you guys later. Bye. Mix on, vape on.